Hey guys, shall we start? If we can start, and please just leave a comment on the chat box so I can know you are ready. Okay, so today we are going to do the CCC question 2018, the J1 question. So what you need to do is just go to this website called dataerror.ca. I copied on show it on the box, check box. So you go to the website, this website, because I built this website. And what you need to do is just need to go to the service and go to Canadian Computing Competition. So you click on here, and now you choose 2018 and click on J1. So we are going to work on this question today. Okay, so like I also put the URL here. In this question, we just like we have the phone number call in, like if you have a cell phone or a home phone and someone call in and you want to know it is just for the like the what it said is the telemarketer. What it means is like someone just calling you or spamming you. So we want to know if it is someone is from the telemarketer, and we are going to ignore it. And if it's the regular number, we are going to answer it. So let's just read the question first. And before we read the question, we always take note, right? So yeah, I'm going to pull out my note, stickies. Where's my sticky? So I'm going to take notes, and at the meantime, you can read the question. It's pretty straightforward. So I'm the second time to read this question, and I haven't resolved this question. And so I'm going to read it. So you're saying we usually have 7-digit phone numbers. So I'm going to take a note. So 7-digit. Okay. And the last 4 digits have 3 properties. So what is 3 properties mean? And it just looking at the last 4 digits, and these 4 digits, the rule is the first of these 4 digits is the first one, like for example 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one would be 8 or 9. Okay, and the second rule is like the same. The last digit is 8 or 9, right? So it's just saying the first of these 4 digits should be 8 or 9, and the last one should be 8 or 9. So the second and the third one, which means the second and the third one, it should be the same. Like for example, you should have like A like 2 to 9, something like this. Or you can do 9 4 3 3 and also 9. Or you can make some like the other number. So you have some example here like 8229, 8338, 9008. So they want you to write a program to decide the phone number is the telemarketer number or not, based on the last 4 digits. And we are going to read the input. So before we're going to read the input, I want you to make up one of the 4 digits exactly apply to the same rule. If you create a new one, just put it in the chat box so I can know you understand these 3 rules. So yeah, I give you like 3 minutes. If you are done, just create a new one. Not this one, not these 3. So just create a new one and put it in the chat box so we can move forward. Okay. All right, I think most of you have already been figured out the rule and so on, and it's just like the second one should be the same as the third one. Okay, so for example, it should be 9008. So you got to have the second one and the first one should be the same. Okay, so I think most of you have been done, and let's continue to read the input specification. And it's saying for the input, it will give you 4 lines, and each line will be exactly 1 digit in the range from 0 to 9. So for example, they will give you 9668. They are all in different lines. And for the output, and we are going to only output if it is the number match just the pattern here. We are going to say ignore, and otherwise we are going to say print output answer. Okay, so let's look at the sample. So in the sample we have 9668, so which is match our input, because the first digit 9 is A or 9, so it matched the first one, right? And the second one and the third one is 66. So that means it matched the second rule. And for the third one, the 4th digits, it matched the last rule. It's the second and the first digit are the same. So that's why we output ignore. Okay? And we are going to do it on the PyCharm. So I hope most of you guys already installed PyCharm. If you don't, you might probably go to this website called repair it, and if you don't have PyCharm, okay, I'm going to put it here. But if you have PyCharm like me, and I'm just going to open my PyCharm. Yeah, sure. George, you can use whatever you want, but as long as you can run the program on Python, okay? It's up to you. But yeah, I prefer PyCharm, and most of you guys like PyCharm, so we use PyCharm, okay? So I have the PyCharm, and like all of you, and we have a folder here called CCC, but if you don't have it, it really doesn't matter, because we just use the PyCharm to run the program, right? So I'm going to close this, and under my my folder, I'm going to create a new folder called, of course, it's 2018, because we are working on 2018. But to you, it really doesn't matter. You just create a file, right? So for example, I create a file, and you right-click inside your folder, click on your folder 2018, the new folder you just created, and you right-click and new, and you go Python file. So if you are on Visual Studio Code, you probably have to type the .py. Like for here, I may just create like 2018 J1. So if you are on other IDE, you probably need to put the extension called .py. But since I use PyCharm and choose Python file, so by default it would give me an extension. So I just hit enter and create a new file. Okay. So once I create a new file, every time I may do a test like print, like yeah, something like this. So I'm gonna run it, because when you run the first time, you gotta choose run under the menu called run, right? You go to run. And for some of you guys, you doesn't use the PyCharm, so you just go directly to the print and click on the run button, and you will run it, okay? And for the first time when I run this program, I have to choose the file I just create, 2018 J1, right? So I just run, and it give me the result, yeah, over here, okay? So, and let's go back to the question and see what should we start. Of course, we will start on the input. So how are we going to get these 4 input? So it's very simple. So these 4 input, for example, you just need to use to input, right? But since we want to have the we need a variable to hold the input. So that's why we have the like a variable. For example, I might have a variable called L1 stand for line 1. The second one is L2 for the input, okay? And the third one is input. For the fourth one is input. All right. So yeah, you can do with the because the input is like the string, you have better to convert it to the number. But for this question, you don't have to, because you can still use the string to do that. But for us, I want you to just convert it to the string, to the number. So that's why I put a function called int. and convert the input to a number. So I will do the same thing here for this for line. Okay. And now I just want to double check if all of them are exactly like what I did. So I just do the output here, and I would say, like for example, I would say like percentage %d, because d for digit, so percentage %d and comma, percentage %d, comma, percentage %d, and I put a percentage here, and now I put a tuple here, L1, L2, L3, L4. So I'm gonna run it and see if it works or not. Okay. I can click on here and click run, or either way you can do just Control R or Command R. So Control R, or in Math you can do Command R. Like, oh, doesn't work. So I may just do Control R. So I will like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will have the output called 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I want to explain here is because you're probably not familiar with this one, because we work on something called, you might have the percentage s, right? S for string. But if you want to show a number, so you can use d and percentage %d. Okay, so I give you a little bit of time, and you finish this code and let me know if you have the input from here, like my 1, 2, 3, 4, and you would have the output 1, 2, 3, 4 with the comma here. Okay, I give you like 5 minutes to finish this code, so we can finish the input session. Okay, if you are done, please leave me a comment, and so we can move forward. Jordan, we are not going to use Zoom because I only have 40 minutes for one meeting, so Zoom doesn't really help on that, and it just keeps confusing me. So I try to just use YouTube, and I can focus on the programming. Okay. So yeah, if you are not familiar with this code, and just keep typing on it and see if you can run the same result we got. Okay, I think most of you guys have finished the code, so we can continue on the second session, and we are going to apply the rule. The first rule, so we have 1, 2, 3 rules. They call properties, and it say the first of these 4 digits is 8 or 9. So we will try, the first one should be 8 or 9, right? So I don't think I need this one, so I just comment it out, and I put a pound sign here and just comment it out. And now for the first digit, if is 8 or 9, so if L1 equal to 8 or L1 equal to 9, okay? And then if we only have one condition here, and we can just do a comma here, right? If the first one is 8 or 9, and if we ignore these two conditions, and we are just saying we are going to output print we can print ignore. So I may type ignore here, which is a string here, ignore, else another comma, column, I'm sorry, is a column. So I'm going to print answer. So I'm going to print answer, okay? So and I'm gonna test it out and see it work or not. So I'm gonna run it, and this time I just hit Control R, and I'm gonna put just A 2 2 2 2 and 9. So it is saying ignore because the first digit is 8 and the second digit is, we only match the first rule, right? That's why we have ignore. If we change a little bit here, we may run it again, and I would say 2 1 1 2. So I'm going to answer this phone because the first digit is not 8 or 9. So I should answer this phone. And I'm going to give you like 2 minutes. You are going to finish this code and let me know if you can have either ignore or answer in your output. And then we can continue to finish the rest of these properties. Okay, and once you're done, again you just put a comment here. Okay, and like everyone just did a good job, and just keep doing working on that. So yeah, I think most of you have finished. So let's see if we want to add the second condition. How are we going to do that? So like the second one is, let's say the last digit is 8 or 9. So it's like exactly like this one, right? But how are we going to merge another the same question, same condition? So what I am going to do is just like you are going to have this keyword like n. You're going to do L4 equal to 8 or L4 equal to 9. Okay. So I'm going to run it, but you will see it's not working because the reason is because this n will be the first priority than the all. But let's just try it, okay? Yeah, if like for example, I'm going to run it now, I will get, like for example, I will get like A 1 1 8. Whoops, it worked. For some reason it worked. And is there anything if A is 9 and L4 is 8? And let's just do this one. I'm gonna run one more time. I'm gonna hit this one. L1 is 9 and 1 1 9 1 1 and 9. Again, it's okay, but I am going to try if it's 8 and see what happens. 9 1 1 8. I'm going to run it. 9 1 1 8. Oopsie, it's still working. It's print ignore. So what I want is like L1 is A, and L4 is 9, and L1 and L4. Well, I can't figure out a better one to hit this condition. But what I want to tell you is, like, I want to put a parenthesis here because they are in the same loop. I want to put a parenthesis here, so they will come the first priority in this OR because I want to judge L1 and L1, L4 and L4. Yeah, probably you can figure out, if I didn't put the parenthesis, how am I going to break this program? Like, if it should be ignore and then it go to the answer. If it's answer and it will go to the ignore. So I can think about a case to test this one. So we finished the second condition. So how about we are going to put the third condition, and let's see. The third condition should be the last digit. The second and the third digits should be the same. So like 2 and 2. And now it should be easy. It should be just L2 equal to L3. So I think we already solved this problem. Let's just keep run it. We run it, and then I go back here. I just copy this sample input, and I paste here. And now I hit enter, and I get ignore. And then for this one, I'm going to do the second input, and I Control R, and I put the input here. Should be answer. So what I want you to do is, like, you do exactly what I did here and see if you can get the same ignore and answer for these two sample input. And I will give you a few minutes, and then we will finish this question. And again, if you finish, just leave me a comment in the chat box so I can know you are done. All right, so I think you guys all finished the code. So I just want you to copy all of them. Just copy it, and you highlight everything and Control C, or in Math you Command C. And what I want you to do is go back to the this page, and there's a blue button over here. Over here. You click on the Run Code in dmoj.ca. And I know some of you have the login to your school, like the CCC account. You can do the test on the CCC account. But since I am not a student, so I don't have the student account. So I'm going to run it on this website. So I just click on the Run Code. And I have a user. And you can also sign up for yourself if you don't have one. So I'm going to log in, and I just log in. So make sure it's CCC18J1, and the question is telemarketer or not. And you paste the code here because we use the Python 3, and which is good. And otherwise, if you are in other language, you can choose different language. And now you just have the Python 3, and now you just click submit, and you will get the answer like here. Should be 15 out of 15. So if you got 15 out of 15, and just leave me a comment here, okay? For Jerry, you may just need to go to this link, and you go to this link, and you should be here. And like if I refresh, and you go to this link, and you should see the answer over here, and you may just copy it and go to Run Code. And the same thing like I submit here. You just paste all the code here. Go to the dmoj.ca. I have to copy it first. Copy it, and then make sure it's Python 3. I may pull this one up a little bit. Yep, it's Python 3. And now you can submit. Now you can get the answer. If you get 15 out of 15, please leave me a comment. And I want you to leave me a comment and know you're done with this. And Walker just have a question and saying, does one line of code make it faster than 3 lines of code? In Python, it really doesn't matter. It's just like if you have like 3 lines, you can break them. You can really break them. But once you break it, you have to have the backward slash to connect these two lines, and again here is the backward slash to connect two lines. So they are exactly the same. It's just like your format different. So you can run it again, and then you would have like 9119. Oops, sorry. Okay, it doesn't work. 9 8 6 6 6 3 and answer. So yeah, if if you really want to break them into different conditions instead of joining all these conditions together, and you have to have define a variable, a thread. Most likely we call a thread, and after everyone just get the right answer, I'm going to show you. So did anyone just get the final result, final score, fitting hours fitting? If you log in, and then you should be able to get the result. I'm pretty sure everyone can do that, because you just take your time to sign up the website, and then you paste the code, and you click on this button, and you will go here. Okay. Yeah, at the meantime, you can see that for the 2020 this year, there's some question, the new question, and you can try it after the class. Like you can just do CCC questions, and you go this website to the Waterloo, University of Waterloo, and go to past contest, and go all the way down, and you will find 2020 here, and go junior problems, and yeah, there's a J1 called doctrines. Okay, if you have time, you can just work on this program, this question, and let me know if you have any problem. Okay, so yeah, we can go back to this question, like what Rocket told me. You want to have 3 lines, so you can do these 3 lines. You just have to connect it to the slash, backslash, so you connect all of them together. But sometimes you might want to break them. You might want to break this 3 condition in different block. Like if I have the first one, like this one, if this, if this one is like, for example, if this one, the first one is good, so I would say I have a thread, like for example, I define a thread is false by default. Like, how about just false? False. Okay. If this one is good, then you might set the thread to be true. Okay. And you can break, like the second one, if L1, L9, and then thread would be true, and our cost, and then if L2 is equal to L3, the thread should be true. It's not right now, but and I just want to show you how to break them. So finally, it's saying if the thread is true, then I'm going to ignore it. Okay, because the thread is a bulletin, so that's why I don't have to say equal to true, right? Maybe. I'm going to just remove this one, and you can break the block into three different condition, but right now it's not, the logic is not right, because if you say L1 is in met the first condition, then it is true, and the thread is turned into true. And the second one, if so, because their relations is like they should be equal, they should be and that's why if you are breaking them into three of them, how are we going to join? Use one thread, and then we will control to print the ignore or answer. So yeah, you could think about that. But I want you just maybe just finish this code like this and leave me a comment. But I'm pretty sure this code is not good. So I may leave this code for you for your practice, and you definitely can break this condition. For example, you might just have thread 1, like you define thread 2, thread 3, and finally you can do all together thread 1 and thread 2 and thread 3, right? So you may just have 3 threads. Now it will work, okay? But it's just for fun if you can change the code like this way, and you can test it out, see if it works or not. So you have 3 threads, and then if they all meet the condition, and then it will output ignore. Otherwise, you have to answer the phone. Okay. Yeah, I leave you to work on this. And if you have any question, please let me know, and I can turn on my Zoom. And if you have any question, you can join Zoom and talk to me. And my Zoom ID is 686 088859. Zoom ID is 686 088859. If you have any question, you can join the meeting and we can discuss. Okay, I think that's it for today. If once again, if you can practice this question, and if you have any problem, just join the Zoom in this Zoom ID from this Zoom ID, and we can work together. Okay. Hey guys, yeah, you can talk on the Zoom. And hey Jordan, how are you?
Good.
Okay, cool. Do you have any question about this J1 2018 J1? No? Awesome. And are you guys able to log into the that website I just showed you guys? Yeah, you can talk on the Zoom. Hey Jordan,
Yeah.
how are you?
Good.
Okay, cool.
Not really.
Awesome.
able to log into the website, I just show you